What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the House of Wrinkles. So as you can tell by the title, we lost a dear one. This happened about 2 weeks ago, or it's going on 3 weeks ago now. It's been a long time since we've uploaded a video, and we're going to explain why and what all happened.
It was Wednesday night, February 17th.
February 17th, okay. So we lost June, and that has been the hardest thing that we've ever had to go through. It's been very sad around here without her, and we've never had to face that. And it's got to the point to where Amber and I were deciding if we even wanted to do this anymore, because we've never lost one. And Amber, you want to tell them what happened?
Well, Wednesday night on the 17th, it was about, I guess, around 8:30 or so.
Yeah, I think so.
All the puppies were asleep, and little June woke up, and we were in here, and we noticed that she was awake, so we picked her up, and she was fine at first. We really don't know what happened, but we'll just tell you what took place. But so we picked her up, and we had noticed that where the other puppies had progressed to the point where they were actually going to the bathroom on their own, June still wasn't doing that. And we noticed that she wasn't progressing like the other puppies, but we just kept thinking she's the runt, she's just falling behind, she's going to catch up one day, and everything's going to be fine. But when we picked her up, we noticed that she was using the bathroom on herself a little bit. So I went to get a warm rag to wipe her down a little bit, and I did that, and she was fine. I walked away to go rinse out the rag, and while I was gone, I heard her let out this terrible scream, and Eric was holding her, and so I ran in here, and he said, I don't know what's wrong with her. And shortly after she let out that scream, she started gasping for air. And even though it had been hours since she ate, the first thing we could think of was maybe she was choking on something. But that wasn't it. And Eric worked with her for several minutes, and it was very traumatic. And after he realized that she wasn't going to get better and she wasn't immediately passing away, he decides that we're going to take her to the ER.
I worked with her for about 30 minutes before I decided that, because the ER is like 25 minutes from here. And it was bad outside. It was sleeting.
It was really bad outside. And we thought, the way that she was acting, that she was going to die quickly if we didn't do something. We thought, we're going to save her or she's going to die. And we've never been faced with this. And of course, looking back, we wish we would have done a lot of things differently. But he did work with her. And I don't know that it was necessarily 30 minutes. It felt like forever. But he did work with her for several minutes. He gave her mouth to mouth, she actually started turning a little bit blue at one point, and her eyes were rolling back in her head. And so when Eric gave her breath, she got better a little bit. I mean, she was still gasping for air, but anyway, we rushed her down. I drove in the dark, in the sleet, and Eric held her. And we drove her down to the ER. All we can tell you is that they took her straight back there. And when the doctor came in, he said that she had a heart murmur. Well, we know that a lot of puppies are born with heart murmurs, and after they grow a little bit, that's completely resolved. And looking back, I feel like that, that probably wasn't what really killed her. We don't know, obviously, but we'll never know, I guess. But
well, we actually had to make the choice, because for one thing, it had been so long. They had her on oxygen, and she was, they had her on oxygen. That's all we know. We couldn't see her. They wouldn't let us go back there and see her. And we knew that she went so long without oxygen. We was afraid that her quality of life would not be good.
Well, and one thing that really helped us make the decision to go ahead and have her put to sleep was we've never had this happen before, and we didn't know what we were up against. And the doctor wasn't really, besides the heart murmur, wasn't really giving us any answers. And I just pinpointed him down after we were there for a while. He would talk to us, and he would leave the room and let me and Eric discuss it. And after several times, when he sent the nurse in for us to try to make a decision, I told her, I said, we cannot make a good decision right now. We're emotional and we don't know what to do. And I said, I need that doctor to tell me if we put money into this and do everything we can to try to figure out what's wrong with her, is she going to have any quality of life? And if not, then we'll go ahead and have her put to sleep. And whenever he came back in, he said at 3.5 weeks, if we're already having these problems, chances are she wasn't going to have a good quality of life. And we feel like that probably something wasn't completely developed with her, because we could see not only was she very, very much smaller, but we could see that things weren't exactly the way that they should be now that we look back. But in the moment, or while we had her, we had such high hopes. We had a wonderful family picked out for her, and we just kept really feeling like she was going to just snap out of it and grow and be normal,
Because she was the runt, and I mean, it's common to have a runt, and just all of a sudden everything's great. You just never know. And we kept waiting for that day. We kept her going on day by day, and just thinking that all of a sudden it's just going to change. But
we had to work with her from day one, really. It was pretty immediate. We figured out that she wasn't able to really nurse like she should. She would only nurse for like 5 minutes, and she would quit. And we knew that wasn't what she needed to live. So we were doing extra things for her to try to, help her to grow. We fed her. We would have her nurse by herself. We started bottle feeding very early, in addition to letting her nurse, to try to get her the nutrients that she needed. And she was growing, not as fast or at the same rate as the other puppies, but she was growing, and she was walking, and we saw progression, so we were very hopeful. Just didn't turn out that way, and this has been so hard. And on top of all of this, we've had some other things go on, and life just happens. You make plans to make videos and to keep everybody updated, but things happen, and this has just been an emotional 2 weeks for us, and it's just really been hard to find the time to get on here and share the story with y'all. But we wanted to at least try to do that as quickly as we can, so that's why we're just now doing this.
Yeah, and on top of that, so that happened on Wednesday. Then Friday,
The
very next Friday, we started seeing some problems with Johnny. And I mean, just to let you know, everything is perfectly fine right now. But we're actually going to make a different video. We're going to follow up this video with another video, because there's an answer in there that I want people to find. I know some people don't want to sit through this, so we're going to do a video following this one
just for
the issue that we went through with him. And if you guys don't watch that, just so you know, he is perfectly fine. Everything is perfect with him. But anyhow, we just wanted to, tell you guys what we've been going through, explain why we haven't been uploading videos, and we appreciate everybody for watching. And this is for our little girl June. We miss her. Thank y'all.